Okay, so we're now recording. Okay, for those of you who don't have keyed in yet, it doesn't mean that if you chose OJT from home now, then up to the deadline of submission of documents, OJT from home pa rin kayo. You can still change. You still have a lot of time to decide, to finally decide whether you're going to do research assistantship or work from home. Okay, the rest. Okay, kindly fill up, guys. Ms. Chua, Lumari, kindly key in your paki-kompleto, guys, ID numbers, email, pati yung truck. Okay, we need the whole information kasi we are also giving your would-be advisors this information. Okay, hindi pa final yan, guys. Yung truck nyo, you can still change it. So just fill that up. Okay. Alright, si Ren, andiyan ka pa ba, Ren? Si Ren wala pa. Rafi, paki-fill up okay, yung email mo at saka yung OJT from home. Okay, so this takes care also of your attendance. And if you have already a company of choice for you to do your OJT, you can already put it here. Maybe you have heard of your friends who are doing, okay, I think I missed out. Let me insert here. Okay, let's also put here company of choice. Just in case, guys. Just in case you have one already, kindly indicate here. Okay, thank you so much for filling in the details. Thank you so much. It's important for us to have this complete information so that we are guided by this information. Okay. All right, so some basic information first. So these are important dates for us to remember. The end of term 2 will be on June 7, and that's a Monday. The beginning of term 3, I think it's officially June 21, 2021, so that's also a Monday. And then the end of term 3 is September 26, this is a Sunday. This one I will have to check because I'm surprised that it fell on a Sunday. Okay, then tentatively, okay, although we will still discuss this, Sir Ed and I'm sorry, haven't really decided on the deadline for submission of MOAs, but today is April 5, okay, and the deadline will be, on, okay, so tentatively we'll make it June 7, so that's 2 weeks before the start of classes on June 21. Our goal is to make sure that all documents have been submitted to us as your OJT practicum coordinators before the start of the term. And normally we require that we are given 2 weeks, at least 2 weeks for OULC to process the documents. So for instance, if you submit the documents on June 7, and then we, if it's okay, then we submit it to OULC for their approval, then they would normally ask for 5 to 8 working days. So even before the start of the next term, which is June 21, we already have the approved documents, which we'll be able to process further for you to give copies to your OJT companies. Okay, so thank you for this. So far for PRCFIN1, 11 students, and for PRCFIN2, we have 20 students. Now we have a Facebook group. Okay, so this is our Facebook group. Okay, initially this will be our Facebook group for PRCFIN1 and 2, but eventually after we get the complete names, this will become just the Facebook group for PRCFIN1. And then for PRCFIN2, I'm going to create another Facebook group. Okay, and those of you who are in PRCFIN2 and who are still here, you'll be requested to transfer to the PRCFIN2 Facebook group. That way guys, nakafocus yung requirements for PRCFIN1 at saka for PRCFIN2. Okay? May isang request lang kami ni Sir Ed, ladies and gentlemen. Pag nagpo-post kami, no, we would appreciate you, i-note nyo naman, no, this is noted, i-acknowledge nyo naman yung ano, yung messages namin kasi sometimes it's so difficult for us to monitor kung nakikita nyo. Hindi enough guys yung scene lang, okay? We would appreciate you writing a comment. This is noted, for example, para alam namin na nabasa. Mas madali kasi makita dito eh, no? Kung nabasa nyo na. Okay, do we have your commitment to that, guys? Na at least i-note nyo o at least i-noted nyo na nabasa nyo yung message. Okay? Okay, thank you so much. Courtesy lang, no? A little courtesy para alam din namin na nababasa nyo. And once in a while, guys, and make sure to open, no? To open the messenger pag may message kami kasi based on our experience, speaking also for Sir Ed, students who normally don't open the messages that we post there encounter problems later on kasi alam naman natin information is key, information is gold. So kung alam natin yung information about PRCFIN1 and 2, it will really help us and guide us along the way in our PRCFIN1 and 2 journey. Okay, with this, sandali Okay, pakita ko lang. So today is April 5. Up to June 7, which is supposed to be the deadline for the submission of documents for those taking OJT from home, that's around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, around 9 weeks, no? So that's about 1.75 months, no? Or 1 week and 3 months. That's a pretty long time frame given you to complete your documents. We'll be explaining in a while kung ano yung mga documents na yon. Okay? So today is April 5, deadline natin tentative, no? June 7, pero most probably ito na yung deadline. And I rationalized a while ago why it's a January 7 deadline. Sandali lang guys mute ko lang tong cellphone. Okay, sorry about that, guys. All right, so April 5 ngayon. So mga 9 weeks muna bago mag-June 7. So you have ample time to work on your documents, which we're going to discuss in a while. So chances are, guys, hindi na ma-move to, no? Kasi ang goal natin, by the start of the term, June 21, dapat na-submit na sa OULC, Office of the University Legal Counsel, yung mga documents para by June 21, start na kayong makapag-OJT, official na pwede kayong makapag-start ng OJT. Okay, clear yun guys kung bakit ang rational natin, June 7 yung deadline ng pag-submit ng documents. Paki-chat nga guys in the chat box kung klaro. That's ample time really, no? Malaking time yan. Last term, yung term ngayon, they were only given around 4 or 5 weeks, no? So kayo guys, more than enough. Okay, so isipin nyo guys, deadliest deadline yan. Ibig sabihin, hindi na mamumove yan. No? Kasi kailangan talaga namin ng mga 2 weeks to process the documents. Okay, so aside from this Excel sheet, there are also, here, in the Google Drive that I sent you, meron tatlong folders dito. Ito yung attendance natin ngayon. Ito yung tatlong folders which consist of FMD requirements, implementing rules and guidelines, and yung MOA OULC. Last term, ang ginawa namin ni Sir Ed, nag-PowerPoint kami. Pero dito, siguro mas maganda na lang na let's go through the documents mismo, no? So kindly open this. Please tell me if you can't access this. Now open nyo ba? Yung mga laman nitong 4 na documents na kailangan natin i-submit sa OULC? Okay ba, guys? Anyone having accessibility problems? Okay, thank you. Okay, so let's start with 8.6. So, apat na documents to, 8.6, 8.7, 8.8, 8.9. As I said a while ago, last term, when we discussed this, we use a PowerPoint. Pero I feel that, Sir and Ed feels that it's better to go to the document itself. So the first document that we're going to open is this one, 8.6, OJT MOA. Okay, let's open this. Let's quickly go through this so that alam nyo guys kung ano yung mga kailangan natin daan dito. Okay, to make it easy for you, we already put in background, yellow background, yung mga items na kailangan yung i-fill up. No? So this is the Memorandum of Agreement, or this is the institutional OJT MOA. Let's begin with the end in mind. If you take a look at the bottom part, okay, ito yung kailangan na fill upan. No? So sino yung mga fill up dito? Okay, number one, this will be signed by the authorized representative of the company na kung saan kayo mag-OJT. Okay, there should be a designated person, parang representative siya ng company. Pangalawa, yung dean natin, si Dr. Emilina Sorial. Okay, and then you have, pangatlo, okay, kasi sa contract, dapat merong internship supervisor. Iba yung authorized representative, iba yung internship supervisor. Yung internship supervisor, siya yung diyan kayo magre-report, no? Sa kanya kayo mag-ano ng mga details ng mga i-require nila. Okay, then it has to be signed also by the internship coordinator ng DLSU. For PRCFIN2, it's me. For PRCFIN1, it's Sir Ed, no? Edralyn Lim, no? Siya yung DLSU internship coordinator for PRCFIN1. And then sa ilalim guys, ilalagay natin dito yung proof of identity. Kay Dr. Sorial, ito siya. So please, kay last term, may mga nagkamali pa dito. Make sure that you have this properly filled up. Andiyan na naman yan, so dapat no chance for you to commit a mistake. Ayan yan, 44254470A. And then it's valid until September 18, 2022. And then also the company representative, ilalagay dito, yung proof of identity should be a government-issued ID. Pwedeng a license, pwedeng passport, okay, etc. Tapos dapat, Sir Ed, may may copy ng may copy ng either license or passport or kung anong gagamitin na government-issued ID. Kailangan may picture dito sa dulo. Okay, so ito yung mga 5 pipirma. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 yung pipirma dito sa institutional MOA. Okay, so once ang mangyayari niyan guys, once this has been signed by the representative and the and then supervisor, I will sign it, no? I will sign it, and then ipapadala natin to sa OULC for their approval. And then pag na-approve na nila, ibabalik sa atin, and then ipapasign ko na kay Dr. Sorial, yung dean natin. Pag na-sign na to, pag na-sign na lahat to, kasi humihingi yung company, karamihan naman sa kanila, humihingi ng filled up na contract, na memorandum of agreement. Saka natin ipapadala dun sa company kung napirma na lahat to. And this can only be signed, again, let me repeat the process. Isa-sign muna to ng authorized representative nila, at saka yung internship supervisor nila. Tapos pagkatapos nun, ipapadala nyo sa amin, sa sign-on ko. Tapos once okay, ipapadala natin sa OULC, sa legal counsel, for them to vet this, check kung okay na. Kung okay na, ibabalik sa atin. Tapos saka natin ipapadala kay Dr. Sorial. Take note na pag pinadala kay Dr. Sorial to, sabay-sabay, isang batch lang. So that means I have to wait for everyone's MOA to be signed, okay, to be processed, bago natin ipapadala kay Dr. Sorial. Okay? Any questions so far, guys? Any questions so far? Kung walang question, guys, paki-say nga kung clear, paki-chat nga kung clear so far yung points na sinabi ko pa lang so far. Can you chat guys kung clear siya? Okay, thank you. Okay. Guys, kung may question kayo, ano lang ha, feel free to interrupt me and unmute yourself and then speak out, or mag-type na lang kayo dyan sa chat box natin kung may question kayo. Okay, back here. Okay, there are some very important things that you need to know. Number one, ito, yung memorandum of agreement, date nito. Dali, baka may question. Okay, thank you. Okay, anong ilalagay na date dito? Yung date na pumayag yung company na mag-ano kayo, mag-OJT sa kanila. Okay? And usually that will be the date na napipirma sila dito. Kunyari, nagpadala kayo ng request letter or endorsement letter, tapos pumayag sila na mag-OJT kayo sa kanila, so ibibigay nyo sa kanila to, di ba? You're going to give this institutional MOA to them among the other documents, which I'm going to show in a while, and then pipirmahan nila yan. Ito. Kung kailan nila pinirmahan yan, usually yun yung date natin dito. Okay? Clear yan guys? Kunyari, pinapirma nyo bukas, ilalagay nyo dito, so 6 April 2021 in yung office nila. Kung yung office nila nasa Quezon City, then ilagay lang natin dito Quezon City. Or if it's in Manila, then Manila. Okay? Then, ilalagay natin dito yung pangalan ng company nila. Okay, so if it's a corporation or government agency, ilalagay lang natin a corporation, okay, corporation, entity, duly recognized, etc., etc. Okay, tapos ano yung address, tapos yung authorized representative nila, kung ano yung position nun, at saka name of the authorized representative. Ang pangalan ng company, guys, by the way, yung short ng name, abbreviation ng company, sorry, HTE, Host Training Establishment, or HTE. Okay, so after you fill this up, guys, you have to read this, no? Para at least alam nyo kung ano yung binibigay nyo sa company. Kasi baka tanungin nila, no? To undergo, sorry, may mali dito. Okay. Gawin ko to para it's internship. Ensure. Guys, baka may mali kayong grammatical error, ha? So baguhin na natin dito habang nasa G Drive siya. Kasi dati may mga errors na hindi kami nakita, unfortunately. Behavior and discipline to ensure the cooperation with due cooperation, pwede yan, due cooperation with HTE. Okay. To undergo its internship. Okay lang yan. Okay, so let's go to the other parts. Ito. Okay, ito importante to guys, yung section 3A. Okay, the effectivity of this contract shall be from, okay, yung date dito is not the same as the date here. Magkaiba to ha. Yung date dito, kung kailan umoke yung HTE sa inyo. Okay, kung kailan nila pinirmahan yan. Ngayon, itong date na to will be the date kung kailan officially magsisimula yung OJT nyo. Okay? Kailan magsisimula yung OJT nyo? Definitely not on the day na umoke yung HTE na tanggapin kayo bill as an intern, no? Kasi ipoprocess po natin yon. Okay? So, it would be best for you to discuss this with your practicum coordinator. So, kunyari, sa practicum 1, i-discuss nyo kay Sir Ed to. Kunyari, once na na-sign na ng HTE, i-discuss nyo kung kailan ilalagay yung date na to. Starting date at saka ending date. Usually, i-assume natin na tama yung documents nyo. Pagbigay nyo sa amin yan, magdadagdag tayo ng 8 working days. Kasi OULC requires 8 working days. Example. Magbigay tayo ng example ha. Kunyari, napirmahan ng HTE, April 5. Tapos kunyari, nasubmit nyo sa amin April 6. So from 6, magbibilang tayo ng 8 working days. So 1, 2, 3, hindi kasama yung Saturday, Sunday, 4, and 5. So ilalagay natin dito May 4. Okay? Kuha nyo guys. Kasi 6 yung sinabmit sa amin. So assume natin na 6 natin isasubmit sa 5 nyo pala sinabmit sa amin. Then after checking, okay na-check namin 1 day. So bumilang tayo ng 8 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So ano pala, May 6. May 6 ang ilalagay natin dito sa date na to. Okay, May 6. Kasi we're giving OULC 8 working days to process this document. Ayaw nila na isasubmit natin yung document, ayaw nila na isasubmit nila natin yung document April 6. Tapos the following day kagad yung yung commencement ng ng OJT, no? So ibabalik sa atin yung lalo tayong tatagal, okay? Guys, clear 'yon? Okay, and ang suggestion ko, you will have to discuss with your practicum coordinator, no? Kung kailan yung starting date. Okay, clear yan guys? So far clear, paki-chat na lang kung okay siya, kung clear. Okay, any questions? So when is the earliest we could start? Okay, Aki, answering ko yan ha. Officially, guys, you can start your OJT June 21 because June 21 is the official start of classes. Okay? Eh paano kung kung umapprove na yung HTE tapos pinayagan na ako magsimula? Kunyari before June 21, kunyari June 14 pumayag na sila. Okay. Paano yung ganung case? Pag ganung case, guys, still ang ilalabas natin sa document June 21 pa rin. Ngayon, yung June 14 yung nasimula, that will not be considered as part of your OJTRs. Remember, bilangan ng oras to di ba? If you're before 2018 yung ID number nyo, 200 hours kayo. If 2018 and above, 300 hours kayo. So kahit na nagsimula na kayo ng June 14, number one, wala ang DLSU doon, no? Hindi part ng contract yun. So it's only a matter of a personal agreement between you and the company. So labas si DLSU dun sa agreement na yon. Kasi officially, the contract will only start dito sa starting date na to. Okay? Did that answer your question, Aki? Aki, nasagot ba yung question na yon? Okay, thank you. But of course, nobody's preventing you from starting before June 21. Kasi nangyayari naman yon. Yung company, kailangan nila na magsimula ka na. Pero, hindi sakop yun ng MOA yun, guys. Ha? Take note, walang kinalaman ang Lasal doon sa MOA na yon. Officially, yung MOA natin magsisimula dito sa starting date dito. And sa ending date, pwede natin ilagay, okay, kasi ang ending natin, di ba? Kailan ba yung ending ng term natin? Ang ending natin, nakalagay dun sa, inakuha ko is, saan na yun? It's September 26, but that's a Sunday. So kahit ilagay lang natin September 25. No? Okay, so ang ginagawa na lang natin yung last day ng term. So assuming that the last day of the term is September 25, then ilalagay natin September 25. But we will have to check pa to check natin. No? To check if really the last day of classes of that end of term 3 is September 26. Dapat yung last day ng classes. No? Okay, last day official date ng classes. So what you put here, guys, is pwede na kung ano yung last day ng classes. E paano kung matapos na ako bago pa mag-last day of classes? Okay lang. Kasi ang tinitingnan naman natin dito yung effectivity ng contract. It can be in between. Basta between siya ng start ng starting date nyo at saka yung end ng term. Okay, then you will have to indicate here 200 hours in words plus nakalagay in numbers to. Okay? All right. Any questions so far dito sa section 3? Any questions? Clear ba so far? Paki-clear ulit, guys. Paki-clear. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, then there's a provision here. Okay, ito importante sa atin. D. Oops. Section 3, Section 2F, guys. Section 2F. Okay, discuss ko na rin to yung Section 2F. Okay. In this, guys, Section 2 is the responsibilities of the HTE. Yung standard MOA natin is letter F. The HTE shall provide an equivalent of at least 75% of the prescribed minimum wage. Okay, just to inform you guys, may mga HTE na hindi nagbibigay ng allowance. Okay? So, okay lang yun. Tatanggalin to. No? So, this will be deleted. Okay? And then later on, guys, may ipapakita ako sa inyo. So, ipakita ko na habang while we're here. Dito sa joint IRF form. So, this is another document which you have to fill up. So, 4 na documents yan, guys. Ha? So, pakita ko na to habang dinidiscuss natin itong institutional MOA. So, kunyari, hindi pumayag si company na maglagay ng allowance, no? So ilalagay dito 'yon, no? Ilalagay dito. So dito sa part ng IRF, FRF, Joint Initial and Final Review Form, ilalagay dito about the contract. Kung walang changes, then highlight this, yes. Kung may changes, ito yes with changes, and then sasabihin natin dito kung ano yung mga tinanggal. So example to, deleted portions from the original MOA, yung allowance, which is from the institutional MOA, section 1D, and section 2F from the student MOA. Okay? So mali yata to, dapat 1D siya from the... Okay, anyway, check naman natin to, no? Okay, ilalagay natin dito guys, kung may changes dun sa MOA, like usually ang mga changes yung sa allowance. Yung sa the rest, wala naman siyang changes na so far na experience namin. So ilalagay natin dito yan sa IRF, FRF. Okay? Kasi kung hindi natin ilagay ito, tas may changes dun, ibabalik na naman sa atin to ng ng OULC. Okay, tapos ilalagay natin dito, so this should be, kunyari, assuming lang na ang simula no June 21 at saka ang last day is September, ano yung linagay natin? 24 ba? September 24.
25.
25? 25 Saturday, Ed? Basta kung ano man yung guys kung ano man yung last day, malalaman naman natin yan. So tentative pa lang to. Kung ano man yung last day ng classes natin, yun na lang ilagay natin. No? Safe tayo dyan. Kasi hindi naman natin alam kung kailan kayo matatapos.
24 pala, sorry.
24. Sige, thanks, Sir Ed. So September 24, that's a Friday. So yun na lang ilagay natin. Magkakaiba-iba lang kayo dito, no? Okay. Unless na magsimula na kayo sa June 21, yan na ilalagay natin. Basta take note guys, yung pag-sign ng document ng ng HTE nila, which is this one, okay, made and entered into. Iba yan kaysa dun sa date dito. Date ng commencement ng internship niyo. Okay, so yes, Sir Ed.
May I add another statement that can be deleted, letter C. Letter E, right?
Letter E, ito. Ito,
yeah.
O nga pala din, no? Ito din, no? Yung E at saka sa F, no? Kasi, yeah, sige, Sir Ed, go.
Pocket expenses.
Oo, tama. So, E and F pala, no? Itong E and F,
can be deleted.
Can be deleted to, no? Kasi pinapayagan naman ng OULC na may mga companies talaga na hindi talaga nagbibigay ng allowance, no? There are companies that do, but there are companies that do not. So if they do not, they will have to remove this. Kasi syempre ayaw nilang sa contract nakalagay yan, tapos baka habulin ng estudyante na asan na yung allowance na inaano mo, no? Okay. So clear yan, guys? Okay, so section 3 general conditions, okay lang yan. Section 4, you will have to read this, guys, kasi importante na alam nyo yung responsibility ng HTE, responsibility nyo rin, no? And then may mga intellectual, may yung time dito nakalagay din, internship plan and online work training. Okay, and then intellectual property, syempre hindi kayo pa pwedeng mag-share lang ng mga information, otherwise magiging breach of contract yun, baka makasuhan pa tayo niyan, no? Okay, so just read through this, guys. Read through this. We'll not go through them one by one. In case lang you have questions on any provision of this, i-chat nyo na lang sa messenger natin. Okay, ang suggestion ko i-chat nyo para yung buong group, baka question din nila yun, para makita nila, no? Huwag nyo sa amin i-chat personally kasi baka question din yan ng buong group. Unless yung i-question nyo, guys, is strictly about your case. Okay, so Section 7, guys, and then yung pagsasign. Again, yung order nito, sasignan muna ng authorized representative nila, and then plus the HT internship supervisor, and then you present this to us as your internship coordinator para signan namin, and then we'll send this to OULC for their approval, and then once approved, ibibigay namin to kay Dean for her signature, tapos pag na-signan niya, ibabalik niya sa amin, tapos bibigyan namin kayo ng copy para mapadala niyo dun sa ano nyo, sa HT nyo. Okay? May mga humihingi na kasi kagad, no? Pakisabi na ano na it takes time to process, batch processing kasi tayo. Okay, any questions? Dito sa ano guys, dito sa notarial, wala pa muna, hindi pa rin ni-require to, no? So no need to notarize. No need to notarize the document. Okay, thank you. All right, next. So let's go quickly. Yung susunod natin is the next document is yung student MOA. Okay, so this is the student MOA. And you guessed right, guys, kung ano yung linagay nyo na date dito sa institutional MOA, ganun din sa student MOA. Okay, let's begin with the end in mind ulit. Sino yung pipirma dito? So, sino yung mga pumipirma dito? Again, authorized representative nila. Okay? And then the student, kayo. Okay? Kasama yung parent nyo. And then yung authorized, this should be the internship supervisor. And then yung coordinator. Okay, so 5 yung pipirma dito guys, no? 5. Authorized representative, student, parent, internship supervisor, and then the practicum coordinator. And then sa ilalim, ilalagay yung proof of identity ng company representative, yung nakapirma dito, and yung student. So either passport or driver's license, issued and valid until. Okay. And then again, wala pang notarial. Okay, next. Tingnan natin guys yung laman ulit nito. These are very self-explanatory. Kung ano yung company name, tapos kung partnership ba siya. Actually sa atin, hindi allowed yung partnership. No? Nagpa-partnership kasi yung mga accounting students, kasi yung mga auditing firms, mga partnership yan. Then corporation or government agency. Sa atin may government agency. We allow companies like, although GOCC siya, Land Bank, tapos may BIR, sometimes isang local government, we do allow that. And then address, again, ang company, position, rinipit lang natin to, and the name of student, and then yung address. Okay? So, ano din titingnan natin dito? Meron din ditong responsibilities of the section of the student, of the HTE. Ito din, no? 1D, ito. So, kung tatanggalin yung 2E and F dun sa institutional MOA, dapat tatanggalin din to. Kasi related yung dalawang yan, no? Okay. Sir Ed, ito ba na-experience mo pinapatanggal yung E?
It's B.
D, ano? Yung E hindi naman masyado eh. Yung necessary equipment, no?
Hindi. Letter B.
B, sorry, B. Ayun, nga pala, sorry. No? Out of pocket. Oh, ganun din, no? Okay, 2B and 2D sa student MOA. 1 pala, sorry, section 1B, section 1D sa student MOA. Okay, sa 2, wala na naman to, no? Okay, we're speaking from experience, guys, no? Kasi ibang company talagang binubusisi nila to, no? Tinitingnan nila isa-isa. So, this is quite similar to the institutional MOA, guys. Yung iba nagkakapareho lang. Okay, and then yung pipirma, no? Authorized representative, yung student, yung parent, then HTE supervisor. And then, so before you give this to us, kailangan na pirmahan nyo muna yung 4 na to. And then saka pipirma ni Sir Ed or me. And then that's the time we're going to present this to the OULC for their approval. sabay namin isasubmit yung 4 na documents na to sa OULC. So hindi siya, guys, hindi siya part and parcel lang, hindi siya hiwa-hiwalay. Sabay-sabay dapat. And then once again, yung company representative student, ilalagay dito yung proof of identity. Okay. Any questions, guys, so far with document number 2? We'll include a copy of our passport or, Sir Ed, require natin ano? Copy of passport or driver's license ng student. Hindi naman.
Hindi na eh.
Hindi na. Okay. Ang inaano
Hindi
natin
na,
yung representative nila, no?
Just the passport number, pwede na eh.
Sige.
Passport number or driver's license number.
Hindi na natin, di ba kinukuha pa natin yung picture nun?
Hindi na rin ni-require ng OULC.
Sige. Okay, so, okay, I stand corrected, no? Rini-require ko pa kasi dun sa mga students ko. Pero kung sinabi ng OULC na hindi na, okay, so wag na, no? Wag na yung picture. Dito na lang sa proof of identity. Okay. So, yes, Sir Ed, sige.
Bob, yung sa work remotely?
Ito, sa section ano yun? Section ano ba yun? Section?
Doon siya sa part dito. Ayan.
Ito, sa 3?
Nasaan ba siya? Diyan ba yun?
Andito yun eh.
Sa student mo ba yan?
Yun lang guys ha. Okay. Sa 1. Sa 2. Student.
Hindi ko siya makita.
Accomplish, agreed time. Okay, yung may address yun, di ba? Di ba tinanggal na natin yun?
Ito siya.
Anong section?
Section 3, letter B.
3B. Okay.
The student shall report for work
Remotely.
Remotely, no? From, and then may time schedule.
So ito guys, okay, ang sinasabi ni Sir Ed, walang hindi pa pwede yung face-to-face, no? So if you're going to conduct OJT, if you're going to engage in OJT with the company, bawal ang face-to-face. Okay? Makakasuhan tayo ng CHED niyan. Kasi nasa CHED memoranda yan na hindi pa pwede yung face-to-face, no? Start time recommended 9 to 5 or really depende dun sa ano nyo. So flexible naman to depende dun sa agreement with the company. Okay, thank you Sir Ed. So any questions guys with the with this memorandum of agreement? Okay, no questions? Sige, good. So let's now go to itong internship plan, madali lang to, no? Let's open the internship plan. Okay, so ano ba yung laman nito, guys? This will just describe kung ano yung gagawin mo for the company, ano yung engagement mo. Okay, so here optional to, yung department sorry Sir Ed, naglagay ba tayo dito ng ano? Let me check this guys. Kung may changes dito, anyway, hindi pa nyo pa naman ito isasabit dun sa company. I'll take note of this na parang may linagay kami dito na simula.
Bob?
Oo.
May isang company lang ang sila yung naglagay.
Okay.
Oo.
Principles behind. Yung company mismo, no?
Oo.
Okay, yung company pwede sila maglagay ng introduction dito. Optional lang naman yun, no?
Optional. And
then dito i-identify kung ano yung mga tasks na kailangan, no? Yung generic tasks lang. General task. Kunyari, example, auditing or review of financial statements, analysis of financial statements, etc. Hindi kailangan dito yung per item na yung broad na responsibilities ng students. Okay? So here,
Bob?
yes, Sir Ed.
Yung ilalagay sa blank, kailangan finance related.
Yes, thank you Thank you, Sir Ed.
Okay.
Ito dapat guys, finance related to Okay? Which reminds me guys, ano yung ano natin, ano yung benchmark natin, ano yung rule natin sa ng company, pagpili ng company. Well, number one guys, the task should be finance related. Number two, dapat finance company yan. No? So, finance company, kasi pwedeng finance company tapos HR related yung work nyo, hindi pa pwede yun. Okay, so finance related dapat, tapos finance company yan. We're known to be a finance company. So pwede mga banks, pwede mga financial institutions, investment houses, okay, etc. No? So financing institutions dapat. Tapos dapat, hindi pa pwedeng financing institution pero ang papagawin sa inyo, operations. Unless na operations yun na related to finance. No? So hindi pa pwedeng finance company tapos HR yung task nyo. Or marketing. So hindi pa pwede yun. Pangalawa guys, paano kung hindi finance company? Kung hindi finance company, dapat finance related siya, tapos dapat yung company na yun, dapat listed sa PSE, sa Philippine Stock Exchange. Okay? So dapat guys, kung hindi finance company yan, dapat yung company na yan, dapat listed sa PSE, and then dapat finance related yung tasks. So laging finance related yung task. Sir Ed, yes.
May I add, kapag hindi financial institutions, dapat yung work assignment under finance department.
Yes, thank you Sir Ed. No? So dapat, as I said, no? So sin-specify ni Sir Ed, dapat nasa finance department yung kung saan ka kung saan ka mag-OOJT. So strictly finance tayo guys kasi we seek you to have a venue to apply the knowledge that you have had in finance. No? Since hindi naman kayo mga HR people, so no go guys yung yung HR yung gagawin mong task. Hindi rin tayo mga marketing people, so hindi pa pwede yung brand management, advertising, hindi pa pwedeng ganun. Kailangan talagang finance related. Okay? So, documentary requirements, guys, memorandum of agreement with yung host company and DLSU. So, ito hindi na kailangan tong hindi na dapat yellow to. Kasi DLSU na yan. Spell out nyo na lang siguro, De La Salle University. And then memorandum of agreement with yung host company and the name of the student. Yun ang fill upan nyo dito. No? And then below, okay, sino pipirma dito, guys? Ito sa dulo na to, pag reporting na to, no? Yung performance na to meron tayong form na ibibigay dun sa supervisor para i-rate nila, no? Yung performance nyo. Okay. And then dito, okay, kung ano na lang din yung date nyo dun sa taas. And then, ang signatory dito yung authorized representative nila and Miss Albao. Okay, yung chair natin. And then also, yung internship supervisor and then the internship coordinator. So kami ni Sir Ed, pipirma kami dun sa 3 documents. Kasi yung huli, wala na kaming signature dun. Okay, so take note guys of the signatories for each document. Ito, sino magpapapirma dito? Kami. No? Kami magpapapirma sa department chair. Okay, this will be after i-approve ng OULC yung document na to. So yung signature ng department chair will come after. So don't ask the department chair to sign it yet. Kami yung magpapasign ito sa department chair. Okay, guys, any question with this document? Yung third. Sir, what if construction company pero finance related? Okay, Sir Ed, may question dito. Okay, ano ko to Control C. Okay. So yung question, construction company siya pero finance related pero hindi siya listed sa PSE. So far, ang ano natin guys, yung policy natin sa department is dapat PSE listed siya kasi it seeks to avoid mga companies dati na ang liliit na companies na halos single proprietorship lang, tapos yung finance niya hindi naman talaga finance na, it's more of an accounting process, more on bookkeeping na. Take note guys, alam niyo naman na iba naman ang finance function kaysa sa bookkeeping. Okay? Iba yung accounting task sa finance task. Hindi tayo gumagawa ng financial statements. Role ng bookkeeping, ang role ng accountancy yan. Tayo, yung pagda-generate ng FS, then yung pag-analyze yan, and then yung ibang aspect ng investing, financing, operating activities ng company na related sa finance, doon tayo. Okay, so, Sir Ed, di ba, ang natin, sa PSE, pero listed siya dapat, no? Kung hindi finance company. Wala pa tayong changes, okay, unless na magkaroon ng changes yung department, so hindi pa pwede to, no? Okay, so question ni Aki.
We allow multinational companies.
Yeah, multinational pala, no? Either multinational companies or companies listed in the PSE. Yes, sorry about that. So multinational, kunyari, anong company ba ang hindi listed sa I can't think of a company now. Pero pag basta multinational, alam naman natin kung multinational yan, kahit na hindi listed sa PSE, then we will allow that. For as long as under the finance department kayo. Okay? So clear tong fourth document na to. We're focusing on this guys kasi ito yung 4 na kailangan natin para ma-approve yung natin, yung document natin. Okay? So the last one is, I have shown this a while ago, itong FRF. FRF. Okay, ito yun. Initial and final review form. Okay, so ito lang importante guys na lalagay natin. Okay, so your name dito, Financial Management Department. Okay, then si Sir Ed kung PRCFIN1 kayo, and then me kung PRCFIN2, I'll give you my number. And then dito sa document title, itong ilalagay, no? So ano to guys, verbatim, yung mga pula lang, yung mga yellow lang papalitan nyo. Memorandum of Agreement between DLSU and yung company / Memorandum of Agreement between the company and your name. Tapos may OJT, then the date na ilalagay natin dun sa sa coverage ng internship nyo. So, kunyari kung June 21 yung simula nyo, hanggang, pwede nyo na ilagay dito na June 24 pa rin. Okay, hindi natin concern itong September 24 kasi okay lang na ilagay natin dun sa last day ng term. Ang concern natin to. Okay? And it's supposed to be beyond June 21. Hindi pa pwedeng June 14 to. No? Kasi ang start ng classes June 21. So it should be a day after June 21. Okay? Then, ba-blackout lang natin tong OJT, internal agreements. Tapos ito guys, yung TLSU template. Kung walang binago dun sa MOA, institutional at saka dun sa student MOA, blackout nyo lang to. Yes, dito. No changes. Kung meron, ilalagay natin to. No? Section 1, yung sinabi ni Sir Ed, usually 1B and D. And also section okay, ano nga ba ang yun sa student student MOA? I think 2, no? 2 something, no? Lagyan na lang natin. Example lang naman to guys, no? 2D ba 'yon? Anyway, i-check pa naman natin to, 2D yata ng student MOA. Okay? You'll only put this kung hindi magbibigay ng allowance yung company. Otherwise, kung meron, ito i-check natin. Then company name, put here none. Okay, kahit may allowance guys, this is not about the allowance that the company will give you in case na magbigay sila. Okay? This is more the relationship between LaSalle and the company. No? So wala namang money matters involved on. Then you just put this also OJT internship agreement. Then yung date again. No? Then regular to. And then walang signing dito. No? Walang magsasign dito sa last document. Okay, any questions with this one, guys? Any questions with this one? Okay. Okay, kung wala, okay, so, okay, good. Thank you. Okay, aside from itong, so ang sabi ko kanina guys, itong apat na documents na to, no? Ito yung importante sa lahat, no? So you can send this via PDF, no? Ang tinatanggap ng OULC is in PDF format. Pag sinabit nyo sa amin yan, pwede naman in PDF kasi makakasign naman kami sa PDF format. Okay. So aside from this, yung mga OULC document, meron dito mga FMD requirements which are very easy really. So ito, ano na lang to, no? These are more self-explanatory. Endorsement letter, ito, some companies would request an endorsement letter na para sinasabi na bona fide student kayo. So either Sir Ed or I will sign this, depende kung sino yung PRCFIN1 or 2 kayo. And then pwedeng template na to, no? Endorsement letter, yung date. Siyempre, dapat may konting space dyan. Tapos, kung sino yung name ng representative, company and address. And then, dear, you know this, guys? So this is just a letter. Yung mga yellow dyan, siyempre, aanohan nyo. This is just a letter requesting them to accept you as an intern in their company. So, ang experience namin ni Sir Ed, yung ibang companies hindi humihingi niyan, yung iba humihingi. But kung kailangan niya yan, okay, ito, no? Secondly, acceptance letter. Okay, dapat may proof tayo na tinanggap na kayo ng company. Okay? So ito, address to us na tinanggap na kayo ng company dun sa company na yon. So that's another document. And then ito, parent certification, kailangan din natin to. Parent certification which certifies that you're authorized by your parent to do OJT from home. Okay, parent certification of permission/waiver. Okay, just fill up those yellow parts there. And then lastly, just some student information. So yung marami dito guys, fill upan nyo na. Okay, just some student information and okay, sa ano nyo ba sa flowchart nyo, ano yung prerequisite nyo for PRCFIN2? Kung ano man guys na nakalagay doon na prerequisite before you can take PRCFIN2, kailangan mag-show kayo ng proof, no? So fill upan nyo to, grade na natapos na 'yon. Kasi kailangan namin ni Sir Ed yan, for us to make sure that you have already finished the prerequisites bago kayo kumuha ng PRCFIN2. Kasi dati may nagpa-PRCFIN2 na hindi pa tapos yung prerequisite. So magkakaproblema tayo doon. So make sure that you're already qualified to take PRCFIN2. Okay, so papakita nyo dito, i-ano nyo lang dito, yung copy ng screenshot ng mga either EAFs or proof of grades nyo na natapos nyo na yung mga prerequisites nyo. Okay, siguro, ang suggestion ko, yung unang-una yung flowchart, screen capture doon para makita namin kung ano yung mga prerequisites and then yung mga subjects with their corresponding grades. Okay, any questions about this, guys? Okay, thank you. All right, just a few more. Okay, notice guys, ang pinocus talaga natin yung OULC kasi ito talaga yung pinaka, sabihin natin, mahirap at saka mabusisi, no? Okay, last, itong implementing rules and guidelines. Well, these are just, kung practicum ka or kung research assistantship yung pipiliin mo. So yung one, ito yung OJT from home. Ito yung Bible natin, no? So we will not have time to go through this one by one. Pero guys, responsibility nyo na basahin to. Kasi this is more amplification of what can be found in the institutional MOA. So makikita nyo dito yung what the internship program is all about, ano yung benefits nito to the HE, HTE, to the student, to the university, tapos ano yung learning goals natin dito, and ano yung mga responsibilities nyo. Okay? What are your responsibilities? For example, responsibility nyo na mag-maintain kayo ng training from home schedule in a diligent manner. Okay? Kasi may mga reports, minsan kami natatanggap na yung mga estudyante, minsan, kahit na OJT from home, nalilate sila na mag-report for work, no? Virtually. So that can affect your grade kasi may grading portion yung internship supervisor at saka may grading kami na which will contribute to your final grade. Tapos ito, kailangan alam nyo rin yung role ng HTE. Tapos ito yung role namin ni Sir Ed as practicum coordinator. For example, working relationship with management and training supervisors. So lalo na guys, kung may problems kayo, kunyari nagkakaproblema kayo sa pagpasign ng MOA, no? Tapos magjo-June 7 na. Huwag kayo lalapit sa amin ng June 6 o June 4, yung Friday before the deadline. Kasi baka wala na kami magawa. So as early as pag nagkaka-problem, you go to us kasi we will help facilitate. We can talk to your training supervisors and request them to help facilitate the signing of the document, no? Okay, so para alam nyo kung ano yung responsibilities namin and also kung ano yung responsibility ng faculty advisor. Okay, bago magsimula yung term guys, you will be asked to enroll in the subject PRCFIN1 or PRCFIN2 under your supervisor, under your academic faculty advisor. So bibigyan namin kayo ng faculty advisor, dun kayo mag-enroll, okay? Kami ni Sir Ed, kami yung coordinator. Kung hindi kayo naka-assign sa amin as faculty advisor, huwag kayong mag-enroll sa amin. Doon kayo mag-enroll dun sa faculty advisor nyo. Okay, anyway, malayo pa yan. Okay, okay, ito yung documentary requirements. Diniscuss natin ito kanina. Okay, practicum hours guys. Depende sa ID nyo, 200 or 300. Okay. Hindi pa pwede guys mag-extend beyond the September 24, no? So dapat matapos yung OJT nyo by September 24. Otherwise guys, babagsak kayo sa PRCFIN1 nyo. Okay, and there are some provisions here. Pwede bang ma-terminate yung contract? May mga provisions dito, no? Kung kailan lang pwedeng ma-terminate yung contract. Example, sexual harassment, yan, discrimination, okay, yung mga ganung But you cannot just unilaterally abrogate the contract, hindi pa pwede yun. May mga steps dito, magre-resign ka muna, no? Tapos, ma-i-involve kami dyan o yung advisor kasi aalamin namin kung bakit, no? Okay, tapos kung yung resignation nyo, syempre yung resignation nyo is already within the term. Hindi na kayo pwedeng pumili ng iba pang company kasi wala na yun natapos na yun. So you will have to be automatically reverted to research assistantship. Okay, clear yun guys? Clear? Kunyari second week, nag-resign kayo, for valid reason assuming na valid reason yun. Okay? Okay, may question dito si Rich Lynn. Okay, since dalawa yung PRCFIN1, oo. Mahirap kasi kung uunahin mo yung PRCFIN1, so dapat dalawa, no? For both PRCFIN1 and PRCFIN2. So those of you who are taking PRCFIN1 and PRCFIN2 together, so dalawa yan. Ang challenge dyan yung pag-ano nyo ng time, pwede naman yung tapusin muna si PRCFIN1, pero i-apply nyo na si PRCFIN2. Pwede natin, yung date natin, ilalagay natin after your PRCFIN1. Pero dapat yung processing ng MOA up to June 7 na yon, no? Yung date, pwede nating i-move back. Yung date for PRCFIN2. Okay, thank you for that question. Okay, then what's expected of you guys? Kailangan abide by the policies. Okay, we're DLSU students and we know that we comply with requirements. And tandaan nyo guys, pag any bad reputation that you give, you carry with you the name of the school and the department also. Just some important, just some suggestions here for literacies na needed. Okay, so ang suggestion ko guys, basahin nyo yan. Basahin nyo yung implementing rules and guidelines. Kung RA kayo, ito yung titignan nyo. Pag OJT ito. Okay, so those are the things that you need to know. Okay, and if you have questions, anyway, may pa tayo, may Facebook group tayo. Doon kayo mag-post and do not first post it to us personally. kung alam nyo magbe-benefit yung ibang students. No? I-post nyo doon para ma-answer din namin in public para inform din yung iba. And once again guys, ang request ko pag naglagay kami ng pag nag-post kami ni Sir Ed, paki-acknowledge naman para alam namin na nababasa na siya. Okay. So sige, magpo-post muna ako dito. Post ko yung recording.
Your Facebook notification.
Yeah.
Okay, so para nababasa nyo agad kung may posting. No?
Oo, please.
And then, to those who will take PRCFIN2, you cannot take PRCFIN1 and PRCFIN2 in the same company. So it should be a new company.
Yeah.
Okay, so for example, ngayon nasa pro-life ka, so for PRCFIN1, so for next, for PRCFIN2, so dapat hindi na pro-life, no? So it should be a new company. Okay, and then the last one, no change of company after submission of signed MOA.
Yes.
Okay. So kaya make sure na pag nag-submit kayo,
Yun na yun.
Oo, no? So yun ang yung chosen company na.
Kasi guys, pag nag-submit na tayo sa OULC yan, tapos na-approve na nila, may record sila kung which student has already submitted, name nyo at saka yung company. Tapos, kunyari, magpapalit pa kayo, ibig sabihin, magsasubmit na naman tayo sa OULC. So, makikita nila yon. So, touch move na yan guys, ha? So, that's why you, kaya nga, nagsimula kami ni Sir Ed ngayon, 9 weeks, no? For you to begin processing. Kaya chances are, baka pag nag-apply kayo, baka hindi kayo kagad matanggap, may time kayo. We said strongly urge you to start already looking for companies and applying. You can use the endorsement letter. We can sign that on your behalf. Kasi kami talaga sa sign on para i-endorse namin. Pero kailangan alam nyo yung company kasi we will not be the ones to find the company for you. However, we can post dito sa Facebook natin kung ano yung mga companies na where FIN students are doing OJT now. So for example, Valence, merong BDO, merong Merrimart, merong Macquarie. So several companies. We'll post it dun sa Facebook group natin for you to be informed kung ano yung mga companies na where they're doing OJT now. Okay? Any questions, guys?